With the standoff between the Trump administration and state over LA protests, Governor Newsom has once again emerged as a leading voice for Democrats' resistance.
But it comes after months of Newsom rebranding himself as a moderate, at times even describing his own party's brand as toxic.
ABC 7 News political reporter Monica Madden has been closely following this shift. Monica, he's suddenly gotten new life.
Yes, absolutely, Kristen. And arguably the change was the president sending the troops to L.A., which forced the governor to take a hardline position. And although Newsom has mostly avoided public fights with Trump for the better part of this administration, his rhetoric in the past week shows a return to how we saw Newsom go after Trump in his first term.
From firebrand progressive to moderate and back again.
Democracy is under assault before our eyes. This moment we have feared has arrived.
After carefully walking the line for months, Governor Gavin Newsom is once again the face of opposition to President Donald Trump.
What's happening right now is very different than anything we've seen before.
Speaking to the On Democracy podcast Wednesday, Newsom said Trump is only stoking divisions.
And he has no stated purpose for them except to exercise a propaganda ploy and to politicize our military.
It's a departure from his niceties with conservative Trump allies on his podcast earlier this year.
We may share some commonality.
Democratic consultant Jim Ross says California's needs after the LA wildfires might have played a role.
I think that what you saw was I have to produce for the people who live in California. So in order to do that, you have to, cozy up to Trump. Everybody knows that the best way to get him to do something is just suck up to him.
And his ambition might also be a factor.
Gavin Newsom is very interested in running for president.
But Ross says the governor's current rhetoric feels authentic.
This is a really different situation. And when you're attacked, your choices become binary. Do you defend yourself or do you retreat?
Republicans disagree.
What we've got here is we've got someone who's now flip-flopping back and forth,
saying he's working for political gain.
Wherever the political wind takes him, that's where Gavin Newsom's going to be. If it's convenient for him to go back and have Charlie Kirk back on his podcast, he'll do that.
Politics aside are real implications on the streets of Los Angeles, and questions of whether the president can activate the military without a governor's approval will be tested in the courts.
And tomorrow, this battle heads to a federal judge in San Francisco. In response to California's lawsuit over the military deployment, DOJ lawyers called the lawsuit a crass political stunt endangering American lives. That was in a court brief filed this afternoon. Dan, Kristen.
All right, Monica, thank you.